Alrighty, so I am Camille Claiborne, and I am the moderator for the Lincoln University Alumni and Friends Book Club. And for the month of June, we read Razorblade Tears. So I give this book a 5 out of 5. It was a page turner for sure. So it is listed as a thriller, and it lives up to its title. It really does keep you on the edge of your seats as you read. Some of the themes in this book are racism, fatherhood, abandonment, and LGBTQ issues. So we meet these two fathers. Both of the fathers were estranged from their gay sons. And these two gay sons were actually married to one another and later murdered together in a pretty, horrific or brutal way, right? And the police aren't doing enough, I guess, to solve the murder of the sons in the story. And so the fathers step in, right? We have a white dad, we have a black dad. They step in and they are working to help avenge and solve and then eventually avenge the death of their sons, the murder of their sons. And I think that this story does a good job of. So let me just say this: I chose this book because it was about fathers, and it was for the month of June. And so I always think that fathers don't get recognized and acknowledged enough. So I chose this book just because it was about fathers, not knowing that it had this other LGBTQ part of the story, right? And I think this is a good example of you can maybe not agree with someone's lifestyle choices, but that doesn't mean that you should stop loving them or embracing them or having a relationship with them. Because I think these two fathers really missed out on being fathers to their sons. First, because both of the fathers were incarcerated for a great deal of their sons' lives, right? And then once they weren't incarcerated, they separated themselves from their sons due to them being gay. And so I think that you go on the journey with them trying to avenge their son's death, but I think along the way, these fathers actually, I think, what's the word? They're avenging their son's death, but I think they're also kind of wrestling with themselves internally and feeling bad about how they treated their sons. And I think you find at the end that they both become more accepting of LGBTQ lifestyle choices or LGBT lifestyles. I think that they both see the error in their ways in having abandoned their sons. So this is a really good story. I totally recommend it. It will definitely keep you on the edge of your seats, and depending on how clever you are, you might figure out certain things before it's said. I know I did, but some of the people in our book club did not. But it definitely keeps you on the edge of your seats. I think that he told a great story. I think you want to be angry at the fathers, but then you are almost understanding of maybe why they chose to be estranged from their sons, and you're not even really angry with them because they're angry enough at themselves for how they treated their sons. So I would absolutely recommend this book, Razorblade Tears. It's a great story. Happy reading, friends.